Hello and welcome to Political Bazaar. I'm Viju Cherian and with me I have Gaurav Choudhary, the Deputy Executive Editor of Moneycontrol. Today we'll be speaking about the swearing in of NDA 2. Prime Minister Narendra Modi won a historic mandate, 303 seats for the BJP, 352 for the NDA put together. And today the swearing in will happen. Gaurav, your views about that, today's ceremony, the whole poll.
Yeah, so it's at 7 o'clock where the swearing in will take place. It will take place at the forecourt of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and so it's going to be a dazzling event. Also, although in the searing heat, it's going to be might be a little difficult for people who are standing outside and watching because the sun will be out and it's blazing summer now. But be that as it may, this is probably going to be the most anticipated event over the last 1 week. What I expect, it's very difficult to speculate who's going to be inducted into the Council of Ministers and their portfolio allocation. That is, we'll get to know only later in the evening. But what I expect is that this time the Council of Ministers will be selected in a manner that it yields maximum geographical representation.
Okay.
There are lots of adjustments that.
Do you think there'll be a lot of representation from the NDA allies as well? Because BJP on its own has 303.
So BJP has a brute majority, and the NDA also has crossed the 350 mark. But the BJP will have to, demonstrate its intent to go by the coalition dharma. Mm-hmm. And also, please remember one thing: the BJP has done remarkably well in West Bengal, Odisha, and Northeast. Yes. So I expect better representation from these regions, particularly West Bengal and Odisha, because West Bengal, the BJP believes that they are well within striking distance to form the government next time in the state whenever the elections take place. And going with the spree of defections that have taken place over the last 2 days, the BJP believes clearly it is on an ascendancy in the state. And to reinforce that politically, they might give a greater number of berths to MPs representing West Bengal. Likewise, for allies, I expect a strong representation from Shiva Sena this time, as also JDU, which is now a part of NDA, which was not the case in 2014. And so JDU clearly will get some meaty portfolios. Shiva Sena will also...
The LJP.
LJP will also get some meaty... LJP will probably get one. Shiva Sena will get meatier portfolios in the cabinet. And also because Maharashtra is going to polls in about 4 to 5 months' time. And that is why it is important for BJP to tell the coalition partner that it means business. And BJP would not like to expend a lot of time trying to manage a restive alliance or restive coalition in the center when a state is going to polls. So that is the reason why I would expect Shiva Sena to get some significant number of portfolios as well as some.
So that the coalition remains in Maharashtra when they go to the state assembly elections.
Yes, that is one thing that they want to ensure.
Just to reiterate what Gaurav had said, that it's a very, very hot day in Delhi. It's about 43-ish, and that's not going to stop 8,000 guests from attending the ceremony. And another important factor is that the BIMSTEC leaders are here. This gives an overview of the neighborhood first policy that Modi has been maintaining and is likely to continue.
So if you compare this to 2014, if 2014 was about SAARC, this is about BIMSTEC. And also, by not extending an invitation to Imran Khan, the Pakistan Prime Minister, Modi has clearly trying to send out a signal that no degree of dialogue, at least at the official level, can take place without Pakistan actually cracking down on terror. And that is a condition that the government will probably like to reinforce as part of their strategy to deal with our Western neighbor.
A lot of speculation is there about who's going to make it to the cabinet.
Yes.
Whether Amit Shah will be given, what portfolio will he be given? Will he actually take up a post? Arun Jaitley has said that for health reasons he should be excused, and a lot of speculation around there. What are your thoughts on that, and what is the road ahead for this government, especially with the economy?
Yeah, so that is where the real challenge for the government will be. And going by his style of governance over the last 5 years, I think the Prime Minister and his cabinet, Prime Minister would like his cabinet to hit the road running. And the challenge is now to turn around the economy. especially to engineer a quick turnaround in the economy. We are in the middle of a slump, and this slump we are probably looking at a sub 6% growth in the Jan-March quarter. That possibility is real, and all proxy indicators, consumption is slowing, investment is slowing, and the world economy is in a bit of a wobble. So the next finance minister clearly has his task cut out. We do not know who's going to be the finance minister yet, but what we know is that Jaitley has opted out from being a part of this government for the time being, given his health conditions. So he'd like to spend more time, attending to his health issues rather than taking responsibility. He's written to the Prime Minister yesterday. In the evening, Prime Minister actually drove down to Jaitley's residence to call on him. There was speculation that Jaitley may be persuaded to take oath and remain as a minister without portfolio. That is something that we'll get to know only around 7 o'clock. But one thing remains certain, or looks almost certain, is that Jaitley is unlikely to be the finance minister, even if he joins in as a minister without portfolio. So what it does is that the first full budget of the NDA government, which is going to be presented in the first fortnight of July, we are going to see a new finance minister presented, if it is not Piyush Goyal who presented the interim budget in the absence of Jaitley. That is something that is one big event that both the investment community and people in general are looking at to kickstart the economy, and also the government will have to use this occasion to demonstrate its intent to walk the talk, that it is serious about turning around the economy.
And if the swearing in is in the evening, can we expect that the portfolios will be known by late evening?
So the swearing in will probably take place between 7 to 9, because after 9, according to the Rashtrapati Bhavan schedule, everybody will move into the dinner. And then after that, we'll get to know the portfolios. As of now, even those who will take oath do not know what their portfolios will be, except for maybe a very select few in the higher hierarchy of the BJP and this government. But what is, however, going to be interesting to see, if you compare this to 2014. In 2014, right after the government took oath, the first decision of the cabinet was to form a committee or a panel under Justice M.B. Shah on black money. And so that was the government's way of signaling that it is very serious on clamping down on India's bustling parallel economy, where deals take place and thrive outside the legitimate financial system by hoodwinking authorities. And what followed was clearly a series of policy shocks, the biggest, of course, being demonetization. But last time, if 2014 it was on clamping down on black money, this time it could well be on some kind of some big campaign, or if it was Jan Dhan last time, this time it could be something else, which we do not know, but some big ideas clearly are brewing.
We'll have to wait for all the developments. It's going to be an action-packed day, especially towards the latter half of the day. For all news and updates, stay tuned to moneycontrol.com.